Okay, so welcome to Module 5. You've made it this far. And this is where you already have your product up, it's launched, and it's in Amazon, it's listed. You're already starting to get some initial sales through your promotions that you've already done. And if you haven't done that, then you're going to want to go back because this particular module is for anyone that already has their product up and running. And this is what we're going to do to continue to promote it, to get sales, to get feedback, to get reviews, and then just keep repeating that process, okay? But this has to happen after you've already done the launch phase, okay? Now, the key here is for your product to continue to receive sales and start ranking for keywords. This is not an overnight thing, okay? When you're ranking for the keywords, and we've explained this in past lessons, it's really something that takes time. It's not something that you're going to be able to just go ahead and throw out a blast and then all of a sudden rank and stay ranked. Because the thing is you can spike that. So this way here you rank on, let's say, page 1 or 2, and it might last for a day or two. But then what's going to happen is if you don't continue those sales, that's going to start to slip. It's like anything else, right? It has to continue to receive that that sales spike. Okay, and that's where pay-per-click, Amazon pay-per-click really comes into play. And this particular module, it will definitely be digging deeper into that because it's really, really an important part of this entire process. And I see a lot of sellers that once they get, kind of ranking to their first page or whatever, and they start getting those regular sales, they start slacking off on the pay-per-click. I'm not going to do that. I don't think that you should do that. All right. So I'm going to teach you how to continue the sales after we've been through that launch phase. So here's what we're going to be covering in Module 5. Okay. 1, using Amazon pay-per-click, the strategy. This is also called sponsored ads. It's basically pay-per-click, but it's Amazon. It's inside of Amazon. Okay. 2, setting up your first 3 campaigns. These are the first 3 campaigns I feel that you should set up immediately. Okay. 3, understanding Amazon pay-per-click numbers. It's one thing to start running these campaigns, but if you don't understand the numbers, it's not going to do you any good because you're not going to know how to weed out the ones that aren't performing and the ones that are doing well to go ahead and group them differently. Okay. 4, digging for golden keyword nuggets. I love this, and this is something that I'm going to be doing more of, and I'm going to be sharing things even in the future about this because this is something that I'm always constantly doing because it's really, really important. And I'll explain a little bit further in this module and how it all works and why you want to cast the biggest web that you can out there inside of Amazon so you can just continually get these sales from all of these random keywords. All right. So 5, finding your pricing sweet spot is something I just stumbled across the other day actually, and I kind of wanted to kind of build it into this module because it's really important to test your pricing, and I did that and I had really, really good results. So I want to share that in this module. And then 6, adding internal listing promotions. This is those coupons that you see that are internally inside of your listing, and that can actually drive more sales. All right. 7, external traffic options for outside sales. Now I'm going to be touching on this. I'm going to explain how you can use this, but I do not want you to do this until you feel as though you've exhausted Amazon pay-per-click. Okay, but I'm going to show you the external options that you have out there, and it's up to you if you want to go down that path, and I'll give you the ins and outs of that. Okay, 8, round 2 of a sales spike and a review push. Okay, and this is something that I'm going to show you how to do. It's something that you don't necessarily have to do, but it's something that you could do, especially if you see that your sales just aren't where you want them to be yet. Okay, and 9, we're going to talk about test, and how you can increase conversions by testing. Okay, and then 10, we're going to recap and we're going to talk about what is next. All right, so that is pretty much Module 5. That's what we're going to be covering. So we got a lot to cover. So let's go ahead and jump into the very first lesson.